Dash, welcome to the How to Be a Redhead show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to
Yeah,
finally meet y'all.
I know. We're so excited. So, a question we like to ask all of our guests who are redheads: what was it like for you growing up with red hair?
I love this question. So, as I was growing up is when the South Park episode
Oh,
aired.
same. Okay. So you're a millennial.
I'm a millennial,
Same,
and
Adrian and I. Yes.
that episode tortured me because then everyone would just make fun of me for being a ginger. But I've always been one to clap back, as most redheads are.
Yes.
We got that fire within us. So, they could come for me for being a ginger, but I would definitely get them better and harder.
And where did you grow up?
I'm from Montclair, New Jersey.
Okay.
Went to school in South Carolina for a little, then transferred to NYU, graduated there, and I've been in New York ever since.
Oh,
So, yes.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. And so
Thank
when
you.
you said like you experienced, like, was it bullying or do you feel like it was teasing? And like, do you look back on your childhood and you're like, it was awesome? Or do you look back and you're like, oh, I could have gone without like the South Park episode?
Honestly, when it comes to the redhead of it all, I would say it was teasing. I wouldn't
Okay.
classify it as bullying because it was coming from my friends. And you know how kids are growing up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they just picked the low-hanging fruit. And
Yeah.
so, South Park just gave them a whole bunch of apples to pick. So,
Yeah.
they ran with it. But I always like felt like because of my red hair, I stood out. And like my mom would always tell me, she's like, you're always gonna be the first one to get caught. Like, so don't so like yeah. So like
Don't cause trouble.
exactly.
That's awesome that you said that.
Yeah. And like it was just another thing about me that I felt like was like different. But I always liked it. For a while, like when I would get made fun of and stuff and teased, I wanted to like pull a Lindsay Lohan. I was like, should I remove the first layer of my skin? Like, but now I'm like, oh my God, I miss when my freckles were like fuller because when they like kind of have faded over the years. So you don't know what you have till it's gone, as they say.
It's true. It's true. And now
Yeah.
speaking of freckles makes me think of sunscreen being out in the sun. So what is this about you being allergic to the sun or sunscreen?
So this is always like my fun fact when I'm like, when you have to do like the fun fact things, like
Yeah.
I'm all, yeah.
Yeah. Like tell us 5 facts about you. And then, yes, is this one of them or the
Oh,
top
it'll
one?
always be the top one, and I'm always like, I'm a living oxymoron because I'm a ginger that's allergic to sunblock. So yeah, I got
really
played.
allergic to sunblock.
I am.
How
I
did you
really
find
am.
out?
Yeah.
Well, I put it on and I started like breaking out in hives, like so itchy. It's not like gonna cause me death or anything, but it's just like I'll have an allergic reaction if I put on the certain chemicals that I'm allergic to. So basically I had to do all this testing, all this allergy testing, and now I just use the kind that like doesn't have any of the stuff that I'm allergic
Just
to.
zinc? Like just zinc? Or are you
I am
to
allergic to zinc, yes.
You're allergic
Oh,
to
you're allergic
zinc.
to
Oh,
zinc.
wow.
How
That's
about
such
the
a
other
hard...
ingredients that are in a sunscreen? It starts with like starts with an A, the O, the chemical ones.
They have hella complicated names, but I am allergic to a few of them. But like the there's like a specific Neutrogena that I can use.
Okay.
There's like 3 that I stick to that I like don't react to. So I still like
Okay.
make it work, but I just always think that's like a funny thing.
Yeah.
Because like, in what world is a ginger allergic to sunblock? This world.
Did you find out when you were really young or when you were older? Or you did? You were
Yeah.
really young. So your
I
mom probably found
yeah.
out like, okay, he's allergic.
Oh yeah, I was like complaining, like, and I looked at my arm and it was like giving completely like breakout, like allergic reaction. It was scary,
Oh,
but I survived.
Yes, you did. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, that is so crazy. Really is. I've never. So when you were younger, though, the allergy test was they actually put the ingredient on you, right?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, they like covered me. I thought it looked cool, like it was like all down my arms and back. Oh my God, I got tested for so many things because I'm also very allergic to seafood. So we just kind of nipped everything in the butt
you?
at the allergist, and I got like a full list of everything I'm allergic to. But
Well, at least you know,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
I feel like a lot of people are walking on this earth and
And
are
they don't
probably
know.
allergic to XYZ, and exactly, and they don't know.
Yeah,
Especially if they're not adventurous, and then it's like, oh, I want to try a clam.
Yeah.
Good luck.
yeah. Yeah, no, you have to be really
Yeah.
careful. So as I'm talking to you, I can tell that you are like so confident. You have,
you.
you know, I can
Yes.
just tell that you love who you are. So
I love y'all.
I love it. Before we get into Squid Game Challenge reality show, there's a quote on your Instagram that we love, and it says, "Authenticity is living your best life while being unapologetically and fabulously yourself." How do you live by this? And what would you say to others who are trying to live that kind of life?
Ooh, good question. Love that quote. I really did gobble with that one, I will say.
It is a beautiful quote.
Thank
It
you.
is. It is about the unapologetically is my favorite one. Like take it or
Same.
leave it.
Absolutely, because the thing about it is no matter what you do in life, you're always going to have naysayers. You're always going to have haters, you know, especially if you're like that girl, you know, and you have a lot to, like how all of y'all are. Like, you know, if you have a lot to offer, people will always be jealous of that. People will always try and tear that down if you have that confidence, if you have that star quality. So it's kind of just like you may as well do what you want. You may as well go for your dreams because what is for you will never pass by you. And that therefore it's like the people that are meant to be in your life are going to accept you and love you for you, you know? So I would just say, yeah. I would say be yourself. Like figure out what that is. Don't be afraid to explore and experience and like, you know, live your best life. I feel like so many people live in fear constantly. And I went through so much in my life that I'm like, I have no time for that. Like, what's good?
Life is short.
Yes.
Life is short. Yeah.
Life is short. I know. If you say that, you know, people say that like, oh, life is short, whatever. But it really is. Like we were just talking about how like half of 2024 is already gone, you know, almost. And I'm like, how is that possible? But if you think about how fast that goes by, your life goes by. I mean, I never thought I'd be in my mid 30s. Like I swear to God. I remember vividly when I was 18 being like, I can't imagine being in my late 30s. And here I am. And I'm so happy to be this age, you know? And I think you do get more fabulous every year. I think that that's something that I'm learning, that it just gets better and better. So do you feel like you've always had confidence, or do you think that you get it more and more as age, you know?
Well, I will say you definitely don't look mid 30s. So you guys your products are working. Okay.
Thank you.
But I would say yes and no. Yes to one part of the question. No, I wasn't always this confident. Yes, you get better with age, like a fine wine, you know, that you gain new wisdom and experiences every year. I feel like that has, you know, life will just life, you know, and you gotta, my mom always says, like, she's very pessimistic. So she's like, life is just one obstacle after another.
Yeah, I love that. I love those kind of people. I think to me, I love that.
Yeah, and she's like, it's about how you handle it. Like, I personally look at life a different way. I'm more like life's a party, but you know, you still through that party of life, you still have to overcome obstacles, and you learn and you grow, and everything that you go through ends up giving you tools to tackle that next challenge. Or
that
hardship.
Is so true.
Yeah.
That is so
I think
so
so.
true.
Thank you.
I think so too.
Yep. And so, okay, we have to get into Squid Game Challenge, the reality show. When we were doing our research about the challenge, you know, everything that we saw online and on Netflix, my first question was, how do you audition for something like that? Like, I don't know, like, did it just come about? Did someone tell you about it? Because there's 456?
That is correct.
And were you a Squid Game lover? Like when you like, I want to know that too.
Yeah.
I was. I loved the show because I'm obsessed with reality competition shows, and I have been since I was literally 6 years old. Season 1 of Survivor.
What about Big Brother?
Mom.
What about
Oh,
Big
of
Brother?
course.
Oh,
Obsessed
we're
with Big
huge.
Brother.
We're
Big-
huge,
we are
big, huge Big Brother fans. I love
Yes.
when I meet another BB super fan because I'm like, Stephanie and I have been holding strong for like 20 years.
We know every competition. I think it would be a dream. Adrian and I always say to be on the show.
Oh,
We don't.
they've never
it's
had a
just
natural redhead dash.
The next twin twist?
maybe.
like-
My God, remember that one? Those blonde sisters.
Yes.
They trade in the diary room, and no one knew for weeks and weeks and weeks.
We need y'all to do that. So, fun fact, I was allegedly in the running for Big Brother twice, but they missed out. You know, I was ready
Oh
to.
my God.
did.
You went through the
would've-
casting.
Yes, twice. And it's a long process. And I like
I'm sure.
it was my life dream. So all my hopes were like in this one basket. And then when the basket crumbled, I was like devastated. But that's why you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You know,
Yeah,
another
true.
life lesson learned.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yep.
once I saw Big Brother, I was like, oh, this is the one that I would actually like do good at because I'm not really trying to starve on an island.
Or like, did you ever watch like my husband and I used to love MTV The Challenge?
Love.
But that is a little bit too competition-y for me. Like I love the Big Brother because I love the competitions are just like sometimes just standing there for hours. And then there's the social part of it, which I really love. But the challenge,
It's too physical.
it's too physical, right? Like I can't do, nor do I want to do some of those things. And then Survivor, forget it. Adrian and I are not campers. We're not outdoorsy people.
Are you
We would-
kidding me? Do you guys watch
No.
Alone? They drop those people off in the woods. I'm like, I would last 5 minutes out there with
Yeah.
the bears. Are you kidding?
I'm all about BB with like my sunscreen hanging out by the pool.
Laying in bed all day.
Yeah, living in a house, like I'm chill with that. I mean,
Yeah.
I would do Survivor, like I'm not gonna lie, but it's just like I always thought like Big Brother was the one that I could actually like win.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Thank you.
Because you're so personable.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate that. And I'm a super fan. So I've watched every season, just like y'all.
Yes.
We could talk
Yep.
about this for hours.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. So like the strategy shows always really got me going, like throughout my
Okay.
whole life. And I always was like, I'm gonna be on one. Like I always knew. And I won most likely to be on reality TV in high school.
I read that on your bio on Netflix, the Netflix bio where they had like for each contestant of the Squid Game challenge.
So when I
So you
watched,
got-
yes, and I won
Okay.
unanimously, not to like toot my own horn, but like I kind of ate that up. And basically, like when Squid Game happened, Squid Game was low key a competition reality show, but like the stakes were death in like the scripted
Yeah.
show.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was obviously living, and because it was like, what more intense of a reality competition show could there be when your lives are on the line?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like I was only on the Big Brother train for like year after year after year, especially because I had like gotten glimpses of hope that like this could actually happen. But eventually I just got tired of being rejected. And I was like, you know what? Like I have so much to offer. And if they are not seeing it for me, like I'm going to see what other doors may open for me. And that is when I started applying for other shows, which led to me applying for Squid Game, sent it a tape like everybody else. And I got the call, went through the casting
Wow.
process, and ended up on that show. And let me tell you, because I thought my reality TV experience was going to be living in the house, chilling by the pool, social strategy game. No, I went into the Squid Game, which
I
is
know. I was
insane.
Yeah. Like the red light, green light competition. I watched a little bit about that. And it's a lot more intense than, or was it more intense than it looked? I mean, it was.
Oh, it was 100 million times harder than it looked. And I don't understand like why they didn't show how hard it was for the contestants, because
Okay.
it would have been such good TV because we were there. I believe I finished around the 7-hour mark.
Oh my God.
And you had to hold
wow.
your poses every red light for like 20 to 30 minutes. And it was
You
it was pretty cold out too, to put it lightly. So you have to stay still. And then people are like getting eliminated, shot around you, staying in your position for that long in the cold. Like that was crazy. But I don't regret it at all because I'm like, I ate that. I completed that. And like, that was straight up willpower and like having to go to like, that was all mental. and physical, but like mostly mental, you know?
Yeah, no, to stay in a
Wow.
pose, you have to kind of meditate to yourself, during that time because
Oh,
it is kind of
yes.
shocking when you watch it and then like obviously in the scripted, they shoot you. But these were
Yeah.
was it like a paint gun?
It was a pack that we all wore filled with
Oh.
squid ink. And so once
Oh,
they would
okay.
like had a thing and they would like set it off on the people that moved.
Okay. Yeah, it is like, whoa, when someone like
I know. And I'm like over here, like people are getting like murdered around me. And I'm like, you better not move. Like I'm just saying to myself, and I'm just giving myself affirmations. I'm like, inhale, exhale, you will win. I will win. I'm like, the affirmations really got me through it. And my angels, I was really channeling them. And they
Wow.
they had my back for sure.
So were you
Yeah.
happy with the way that you were portrayed on the show? Because that is something that you don't have control over, you know?
No, if to be
You weren't.
completely honest.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm with that being said, like I am sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm cute for you guys.
No,
You
I
look
love
great.
you. You look awesome.
Thank you. Like, okay, I'm really grateful on the one hand. It's a very complicated answer. I would
Yeah,
say
I'm
leans
sure.
towards no, but there's still some yes in there because like there was 456 people and like there are some absolutely like iconic players that got literally zero airtime at all. So it's like at least I got to be a character on a reality show and I was myself. Like everything you saw, I did and I said. And I feel like I was definitely entertaining and I was funny. So that's like, check, I'll take it. But where I was really disappointed was two main things. Number one, I did a 3-hour processing interview, which is like where we got to get Q after being eliminated. And only like a select amount of people got to do those. And that's where I went through my whole backstory and everything I've been through in my life. And it was like therapy. And I was hopeful that, maybe some of my backstory would be shown. So then maybe I could inspire or help other people that have been through similar things that I've been through. And none of that was shown, like at all. Like none of my backstory was shown. I almost felt like I became a caricature of myself. And yeah, and like it's better than nothing. And I'm grateful. And I had an amazing experience with Netflix. I absolutely love Netflix. And I understand they only have so much time. But to me, like there were some pretty awful people that got backstory. And I'm like, y'all couldn't have cut that down a little and given it to me.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, I went into like strategic game mode when I had to. I was playing very social game, like besties, making besties left and right. But then like one of my main alliances betrayed the ever-loving crap out of me, like in a really hurtful, painful, mean way. So once I had a target, then I was like, oh, you want to play? We could play. And then I started getting my lick back against this alliance that turned on me. And somebody in that alliance ended up eliminating me and I blew up their alliance on the way out. But none of the betrayal of them to me was shown. None of them mistreating me was shown.
But so it looked like it was one-sided on your end.
It looked like it was me. And so I was getting hate comments from people being like, why would you betray them? Me? No. I was betrayed and I was standing up for myself at that point to protect my own game. So that was kind of painful because it was like, I felt like almost like a bit misrepresented because I'm like, no. I was never going to go after anybody first in a game full of that many people. I was going to play it social. But if you're going to come for me, as I said before, I'm somebody who defends themselves. So I just felt like kind of hurt because I'm like, that speech at the end that I was not going out without swinging. So
right.
Very big brother. Very big brother.
Very big brother. You blow up in an alliance, right? Before you
Yes.
head out the door.
Love it.
Call me karma. But it's like that moment was already iconic and like people made edits of it and it got like millions of views on TikTok and stuff. And I was like gagging because I was like, oh my God, my dream's coming true. I have TikTok edits of me. Like, what is this? But it's like that moment could have been so much more iconic if people knew the context that it was like me standing up for myself against people who had mistreated me and betrayed me. But, it is what it is. I'll take what I can get. And you know what? More motivation for the next show to get my redemption.
Ooh, is there going to be a next show?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, wow.
That's great. And And I did want to say too, I loved. I guess you tweeted about it and shared it yesterday. I saw that if you had one Squid Game, your plan was to donate 1 million to LGBTQ plus homeless youth, which is wonderful. You know,
Oh
when
my
I read
God, that
that
is
earlier,
so important and special.
yeah, because I know the winner won 4 point. Was it
5 million for
4.5 million?
5.6 or
Four
something
point
like that.
five six,
Yeah.
correct.
So I love that you shared that, and I think that's such a good, something that they of course didn't show during the show and what the contestants would do with their money. Or but I love that you tweeted that and shared that yesterday.
Thank you. Yes, I'm. That means a lot that you brought that up. That was like part of the reason why it was so painful that my backstory didn't get shown and stuff, because it
I
was
was going
like,
to ask, did that tie along with
yes, like I was there
yeah.
fighting for not only myself but for my community, and
Yeah.
like even though like I still think I was iconic based on the edited show, like I still
Yeah.
feel like I gave good TV, like
Yes,
bunch
you
of
did.
meme worthy moments. It was like you really didn't get to see my heart, and I felt like that was really the driving thing behind everything that I did in the game, because I was there trying to help my community and make a difference. But as you mentioned, I am campaigning right now. So anybody, it's all in my link tree. It's I'm raising money for the Ali Forney Center, which is a charity that provides housing and support for LGBT plus homeless youth, and that's
In
really
New York
exciting.
or everywhere?
That's actually a good question. I believe
Or
it's
is this-
I believe it's nationwide.
Nationwide.
Okay.
Okay. Because it should be nationwide.
It should
yes.
be, absolutely.
But I know that people, New York's such a big city. So I was wondering if it was just like a New York specific thing, because homelessness in general is just so sad. And, there's so
something
much
that
that we
needs to
can
be
do
done,
about
yeah.
it. Yeah. There's so much that
Especially
we
in the
can do about it.
LGBTQ plus community.
Absolutely. So many people are getting disowned by their family just by being honest with their family about who they are, which is so cruel, because you should not have a kid if you're not going to accept them for who they are. And that's just, it's like after the stuff that I went through, if I didn't have my family, who knows where I'd be, truly. So that really, really hits home for me. And so this is part of Over the Edge Foundation, which is like reality stars. It's this big event in December. I hope you guys come through, because y'all would be iconic. And technically y'all are reality stars too, okay?
Oh,
I guess we never thought about it like that.
I was actually thinking about how before we aired on Shark Tank, Tash, I was so nervous about how they were going to portray us, because we were out there pitching,
Adrian.
we were over there for an hour, and I'm like, you know what? I knew that we went out there as like strong businesswomen, but I was like, they could have made us look like ditzy girls with like, no brain. I don't know. I was just worried about it. I was like, what if they have all the rights? And I'm sure you went through the same. Like, they have all rights to make you portrayed. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's exactly the way it happened. So I was so happy with the way that they edited.
Blessing.
But I do feel like we got lucky, because I don't know. I just feel like it got cut exactly the way that I remember it and the way that I wanted us to be portrayed stuff. But yeah, I was nervous, because I was like, oh, why not make us look like ditzy girls, that don't know what they're doing.
I'm so happy and relieved for you, because I literally was so like paranoid, because I was like, how is this going to get edited? Like, I went through a whole Harry Potter series. Which chapters are they going to show? And when I saw it, I was like, this is not my worst nightmare, but this is like kind of a nightmare. But luckily, my mom, who's like my queen, she like, once I was like processing, because the way I got eliminated, like I know on the show it probably looks like it was my karma, but as you guys know, there's a lot more to that story. It was very ugly, very dark, and very creepy, my elimination. I wish him a lot of peace, let's just say that. But
and that leads me into, are you friends with any
I wanted to know if you got any relationships. We follow the people that we filmed with that day on Shark Tank. Like, we follow them and we kept up with them. So I know what you mean. You feel like you went through this surreal experience together.
Absolutely. I just want to finish up one thing, and then I'll answer that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, like, what I'm proud of myself about when it comes to the edit is like, I did everything I could with what I could control, and I did my drag race coded photo shoots. I did a photo shoot for every game and my
Yeah.
elimination covered in the blood. And then
I
like
know, I
did
love that.
thank you. And I did my YouTube. I recorded my whole experience before seeing any of the episodes. So that way, like, no matter what,
Oh, is that what you shared? I saw that's what you shared. Okay. Saw
spilling
that
the
video.
ink
Yep.
is what I called
Yes,
it.
yes.
So
I
that's
saw
on my
that.
YouTube.
Yep.
And that's like you want my story, go watch the video. And that's why, like, if anybody's hating on me, I'll just be like, link in bio, you know?
Mhm.
But moving on to your question, which was, I'm actually wearing merch from one of my best friends from the
Oh.
show. That's Sam, aka
Oh.
Top 3 Baddie.
Wow.
Yes, that's like my bestie. I'm also besties with Figgy, who was on Survivor and
Mhm.
Squid Game. I'm super, super close besties too with Ashley and Felicia, who are both like
Okay.
Oh.
iconic queens. And then honestly, I have like probably 50 other friends from the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so great that you developed that
That
many
shows your true
relationships.
and shows your true
Yeah.
character.
Thank you. And the Squid Mama, that's like my mother now, like my second
Yeah.
mom. So yeah, it's like amazing. I like actually gained family through this experience, especially after going through something so difficult together. It really
Yeah.
bonds you.
Yeah,
It
and I don't know
does.
if you're
Trauma
allowed to share.
bonding.
Yes,
Yes,
trauma. I don't know if you're allowed to share this, but one last question we had about Squid Game
of
was
course.
how long was the filming process?
I believe I was there for 10 days,
Okay.
and I know the entirety of filming was 17 days.
Okay.
Okay.
But every day in there felt like a
Wow.
month.
I was gonna say felt probably so
Right. So
long.
long.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah. But you know what? I'm stronger because of that experience. I'm happier because of that experience. Like I'm more appreciative of what I have
Mm.
every day, you know? So
You
it
should be. Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
So we do want to talk a little bit more about your acting. So you've done a lot of comedy. We know that you did a role in a darker short film called Reflect, where you played a cult leader. Tell us about that.
Hmm.
That was such a fun filming experience because we were filming in Arizona in the mountains.
Ooh,
And it was like
pretty.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the person who cast me originally knew me through our love of reality TV. So it kind of full circle there.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's amazing. She's very, very like otherworldly and like witchy in her own way. And yeah, she just like she knew that I would do a good job with this role. So she sent me the audition. I auditioned. And next thing you know, I was in Arizona filming a movie, which was so cool.
Wow. Love
It's very
life.
trippy, the movie, I would say. Like, if you're into edibles, like, take one before you watch it. I'd highly recommend. No pressure.
I love that.
Yeah.
And obviously, we know, and you've shared, you have a love for reality TV. And we wanted to ask if you had, or you've got the opportunity to design a reality show, create one, what would it be like?
That's cool.
I love that so much. So funny you asked that because growing up, I always loved playing the game Mafia. And I was like, I want to make this a reality show. And now that's basically what The Traitors is. And I'm like,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I should have made it happen. But you know what? I do love the idea of a mafia reality show because then it incorporates like the angel and the witch, and it's like you know, it's like
Okay.
the Traitors on steroids. Or I would do like a really messy strategic show where it's like cutthroat. Like I love the strategy and I love the drama. That's why you watch reality TV, and I love the character.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
make sure my casting was on point. The
Mm.
twists on point because I don't want one big alliance running the game. No, we want everyone having to make power moves, tough decisions. Like I love that kind of reality TV where it's like
Yeah.
you're watching it and it's like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Like that's the moments we live for. So if I could produce a show where you get that moment every episode, that would be the goal.
Redheads, have you heard?
We aired on ABC's Shark Tank, episode 14, season 15. We are busy developing products and continuing to grow this incredible Redhead lifestyle brand.
Check out our mascara and eyebrow products in red hot shades, hair care, merch, lifestyle items, and so much more. Redheads, we can now rejoice.
finally, there are products for us.
Use code podcast to get 15% off your next purchase. Shop at shop.howtobearedhead.com.
Yeah, it makes me
expect the unexpected.
Yeah, Julie.
Shout out to Miss Julie. Okay.
Hey, Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie. You know how they say that? Hey, Julie, you look beautiful tonight.
Oh my God, every time. Yeah.
But I agree. When we like back to Big Brother, but when one alliance kind of runs the whole, I think it was this past last season. They were just targeting, so you kind of knew who was going to go home. So it's fun when it's a season where, yes, there's one big alliance, but then there could be several others. And I think it kind of makes the game more interesting. And of course, the drama. I think that's why we like to watch it.
The
too.
split houses seasons, like when it's like two alliances and the powers shifting back and forth. Like,
that's what I love. Yeah. And I love Adrian. He's from Rhode Island. Who do we love? Winner back in the day.
Oh, I know. People don't like him. I still follow him. Cody's best friend. Cody and
Derek. Oh yeah. He's a good player.
He was really good player.
He was never
on the block. No one expected him. But then you know what? My husband loves, like, you know, Rachel. She was always like, grab your life vest.
I love Rachel.
Yeah, grab your life vest. So Josh my husband will always be like, grab your life vest when like, he knows I'm going to complain.
She's an icon.
She didn't like the way that he played the game because she felt like he was a floater. Like he floated the whole game because he didn't win any competitions either. But there was a brilliance to him though.
Yeah, because everyone who got eliminated all said Derek was my best friend. So I'm like, that shows that he had a really good social game. If everyone
which is a big part of it. Dash, are you allowed to apply for Big Brother again because you were just on Squid Game? Can you do that?
So I'm technically allowed. If I was to get cast, I would have to get approval because I am still in an active contract with Netflix. As it hasn't been a year since the finale. Right. And that's like standard for reality TV. Usually like 1 or 2 years post finale, you're like exclusive. But that doesn't mean you can't get approval. But the problem more is like, I don't think it's realistic, if I'm being completely honest. Like I would love for it to be realistic, but they're rivaling they're competitors, Netflix and Paramount. It'd be different if I was on Big Brother and then wanted to go on Survivor because they're both in the CBS Paramount world. But I feel like realistically, if I am when I'm on another show, manifestation, it would probably be a Netflix show, and then maybe eventually I'd switch networks to like something that like brings everybody in, like a Peacock, you know, who like doesn't, it's not like exclusive, but like to CBS, that would be a really hard jump to make. But if they want me, I'm there.
Yeah, it's kind of like The Amazing Race. You know how you sometimes see BB on Amazing Race? That's a show. That's a show. I don't know. I would love to do The Amazing Race. Would you, Dash?
Y'all need to go on together.
We have been wanting to do this since we were like teenagers, and we never applied. But it was like, Stephanie, we would kick butt in Amazing Race. Yeah. We really would.
I really see it for y'all, and I feel like they'd put you on. Like it's giving casting goals.
You think so? After being on ABC for Shark Tank, then we have to go to CBS.
Well, the good news about that is that was just a 1 episode thing. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's different. I feel like there's some leeway there.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong, but
Stephanie would have to leave her kids and family.
Oh my God.
That's fine. My husband can hold down the fort.
You'll bring back the money for them, you know?
Yeah. We backpacked through Europe for 6 weeks when I was 18 and Adrian was 20. So.
Wait, I thought you guys were twins.
No. We're sisters. It's okay.
I'm gagged.
No, Dash. Everyone thinks that we're twins. Like literally everyone. So we're so used to it.
That's the gag of the season.
I do. Okay, remaining.
Yes,
minutes,
I would do Amazing Race 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. Travel the world. Duh.
I know.
I'm an adventurer. Let's go.
Yeah.
Me too. So we have to ask about beauty stuff.
Yeah.
So your hair. Do you enhance your red at all, or is that all natural?
That's natural.
All natural.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh, me too.
Wait, you're not?
No, we're both natural redheads.
Oh, why are you jealous?
Yes.
Your color's gorgeous.
I have to use like a gloss and a color depositing shampoo every other wash to just up my red because
Oh.
it gets a little in the winter time after winter or during winter season, actually, it gets a little brown and brassy. And then in the summer, I just think mainly throughout the year, now that I'm 30, I'm going to be 35. Yeah.
You guys
35.
look so good. Like, I'm so gagged that you're in
thank
your
you.
30s, both of you. Like,
Really?
Oh,
yes,
thanks.
yes.
Thank you.
I need
Thank
to
you.
get that product. I'm like, is it at your store? Because you got a new customer. Hello.
Oh my God, thank you.
May as well enhance it. I mean, I usually just like, I've never colored it ever. So
Yeah.
And
I
no
nev- we've
whites. You
never-
don't have any whites coming in at all? Because they say redheads like go white earlier. I mean, I haven't yet, but
I have blonde undertones that like
that
sometimes
probably
I'll have like a
helps hide
blonde
it.
strand, but I don't really have whites much. I've had
Yeah,
like
neither do I.
3 in my life, maybe.
Yeah, I
love
don't
it.
have many. Adrian, yeah, I dyed my
I'm
hair
getting
blonde.
a few. I'm getting a few. I am just a few here and there, but it's okay. It's not that bad. What about glam? We wanted to talk to you about glam. We know that you rock glam, which we love. So what advice would you give to people who might be scared to rock makeup because of social norms?
You only have one life to live. You got to live it for you. And
Yeah.
that truly, like, as I said before, like, the people that are supposed to be in your life are going to celebrate you living your best life and exploring and like doing what you want to do. Like, if someone who's truly on your team is always going to support you doing what's best for you.
It's true.
And like, I'm sorry, makeup is so fun. I mean, I am terrible at doing it myself, but my makeup artist snaps every time. And I always feel so gorgeous and fluid and just like, I live for a beat face.
Tell me what makeup look you love the best on yourself.
I love a smoky eye, like,
Yeah.
ooh, a dramatic eye. I'm always about the dramatics. I like dramatic eye and then a really like highlight. Oh, I feel like on a redhead too, a highlight is like,
I agree.
it's just
I've gotten
giving,
into the highlighter. Yeah.
right? So yeah, those
Yep.
would be my favorites. Is like products is like highlight and then the whole eye, like everything about the eye.
And then how about your brows? You have great brows.
Thank you. So I once had like, I was like so traumatized because this man who was like cutting my hair literally just started chopping my eyebrows. He was like, you need to trim these. He was like, and like literally
Wait, while you were sitting down getting your hair cut?
no consent.
They did that to my husband, but with a buzzer.
That's crazy. They need to stop
Yes.
doing that.
They got like
A buzzer?
Yeah, they got like the comb and then they buzzed it and they were all off and awful. Yeah.
No, I was
Well, at
so
least you
mad.
got scissors.
I looked like my eyebrows looked like Cynthia from Rugrats. Like literally, it was like so. Yeah, so after that, I like started applying like argan oil, I believe it's called,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
yeah.
then they grew in really full, and then I just like,
really?
yeah, I got my product. So
Ooh,
I
yeah,
used
show
this
us.
by Tara. She's my friend, and then I'll do like the clear gel, which is just like
Okay.
from Amazon. So like I don't even fill them in because they're like full now.
We have a
and-
clear brow gel. We'll send it to you.
Oh my god, thank you, and I'll promo it.
Yeah. And we'll send you our eyeline or our eyebrow pencil too, because it has a spoolie brush on one side. But then if you did want to fill in any sparse hairs, you could.
Let's try it. I'm so down. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to
yes.
try your products because they look amazing, and your guys' branding is on point.
Oh,
thank
thank you.
you.
So we wanted to talk to you because we love this certain video that went viral on our page. It's about this woman and she's not a redhead and she's laying down and she's like, it's so empowering because she's Black and she says that she loves when a woman or any redhead wears green. It just like she's like like
I
she
do
just
love
can't
that
get
video, yeah.
over it. And the comment section is everyone that you can imagine, all nationalities are in the comment section empowering redheads on how good they look in green. And even
And
SZA,
other nationalities.
yeah, like
everyone.
and big celebrities have written being like, this is the most empowering comment section ever. So then when we were
SZA,
going through your
sorry, Adrian, I interrupted, but SZA commented as well.
yeah, it was like
Mother.
I know. It was like the it's so I love this comment section whenever we see green. And then we were going through your call sheet and we learned that you love to rock emerald green. So I was thinking about this viral video that is just amazing. And it's just such a great part of our page. And so what draws you to this color and what other colors do you love to wear?
I love this question because before, like my whole closet was black for like a really long time. And you know, redheads always slay in black, obviously.
Yes.
But we slay in color too. And I felt like it took me going to Squid Game and seeing, oh, wait, I'm kind of eating everybody up in this outfit because we all were wearing the same clothes. And the gingers, like, I was seeing the other gingers and I'm like, bam, eating everybody up. Like, the gingers look so good in that green. So then when I got back from Squid Game, I started getting some green pieces. And like, I just felt like, especially during like when Squid Game was really hot, I was like living for like incorporating green to all my looks. Like I wore my suit with my beat face and the studded glittery thing to the finale.
Yeah.
And then I wore green to Fashion Week. I love it. And I feel like we were like shamed. And I'm wearing it now low key.
Yeah. I was going to say
I know.
that shade of green is so great on you. And it's a color that the pastel families, I've slowly over the last few years myself incorporating brighter colors, but I've really embraced
pastels for a ginger.
Pastels. Yeah. Yeah.
I would say we were shamed like to not wear green because of leprechauns. But I'm
St.
like,
Patrick's Day.
Leprechauns slay. They like literally like have a rainbow and a pot of gold. Like, like leprechauns are eating down. So like I'm not even mad.
Okay.
I agree.
You are everywhere doing everything. You're hosting, you're modeling, you're acting, you're singing. Tell us what's next for you and what you're excited about.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for gassing me up. Well, very short term, in the very short near future, I should say, my birthday is coming up on Sunday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Taurus season is among
I am a Taurus too.
Oh my God, when's your birthday?
April 21st.
Happy belated.
Thank you. I love Taurus.
Wait, I was just about to say that. I'm obsessed with other Taurus.
We're really strong.
We are. We're baddies.
Yeah, we are. I know.
Well,
Stephanie, right? People would be like, you're such a Taurus to me.
Yeah, you are. I know. I call her my bull. I'm like, you're the bull.
She's a Leo. She's a Leo. So she's also strong.
So people always think I'm a Leo. So that's interesting.
I could see that. Yes, because you're so extroverted. And that's, fiery for, we're lions or Leos. So yes, I could see that. But no, I get Taurus vibes.
Yes, I'm so proud to be a Taurus.
Me too.
I feel like we're one of the top tier signs. No shade. I would say Leo is also. I'll give you your flowers. Leos do slay.
Okay, thank you. I do love being a Leo. I do.
Yes, I would say like I'm just like always working on projects, which is really exciting. And I feel like, like I'm just excited to continue to do stuff. I have some really cool shoots that will be dropping soon. I'm going to be in a magazine soon. I'm going to be on a radio commercial soon. And an eyebrow campaign I have coming out. So
oh my God,
I got some pretty cool stuff coming and I'm excited. Sometimes I get hard on myself. I'm like, you're not doing enough. But I'm like, you know what? One day at a time, one thing at a time, one step at a time.
No, you are. Yeah.
We're all on our way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our mom always says, you're only one person. Like you can only do so much. And I have to
give it your all, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I have to tell
Absolutely.
myself that throughout the day. I'm like, I'm only one person. Like, I can only handle so much. There's only so much time in the day. And that's all we can do. But you are doing so many amazing things. We love following you on social.
Thank you. Same. I'm obsessed with your content and I'm big fans of y'all. So I'm really, really happy to be here. And thank you for like having me and inviting me and like for the conversation. You guys are lovely. I want to meet you guys in person.
I know.
Yeah.
We have to.
We would have a key. We would have a key.
We would. We're in New York City a lot, so we will definitely touch base with you so we can plan something.
Hit me up next time you're here, for real.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dash, for your time. We love chatting with you.